Evening, all. It is Monday, May the 6th, 2024. Well, according to the news, the Israeli-Palestinian peace talks have failed. Yeah, like that was a big surprise. And so let's talk about that. Why did Israel even enter into peace negotiations when the slogan for Palestine is, the death of Israel? It's not free Palestine. If Palestine is not free, it is because of their elected officials or those in which they give power to rule over them. They gave, once Israel gave the Gaza Strip to Palestine, they made the Taliban their leaders. So Palestine has a country. They have land. They simply think that they deserve all the land. We have historical records showing that Israel was a country thousands of years ago. Palestine, not so much. Y'all really think that Palestine has some kind of historical precedence, which Palestine is not even a thing. They really decided to make that name up because it's a old word. Palestine attacked Israel. Israel was just sitting there doing its thing. They weren't, boot on the neck. They weren't, thumb on their head or anything else like that. Did Israel not give control of the ports on Gaza to Palestine? Yes, they did. Because they gave Palestine the Gaza Strip. But let me tell you this. If you, as a person, give your enemy a gun, are you going to control how many bullets he's going to have access to? That's a very poignant question. Palestine evidently hates Israel. So, are you going to give over complete control of a access point for Palestine to get weapons? And let's just say, look at that. Israel actually controlled the ports, and Palestine still got weapons. Can't say they didn't. Israel went in there and they found their cache, or at least one of them. Palestine still seems to have the ability to keep shooting missiles up into Israel. Lots of them, because some of them are getting past the Iron Dome. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Israel went into these peace talks specifically to buy time, to weigh the waters, to see which way the wind was blowing. We got dumbass people in our colleges screaming at the top of their lungs, "Free Palestine." I went to Texas A&M's graduation just this fall, and dumbasses at one of, Texas's most traditional colleges. Everything at A&M is a tradition. Super flow. And I saw at least 4 people walk the stage with a Palestine flag on them. I'm going to give kudos to Texas A&M for allowing them to do it. They were peaceful. They didn't get on the stage and make a fool of themselves. They did not go on the stage and yell and scream points of shit. They simply went across the stage with a Palestinian flag on them. Now, very good. I kudos Texas A&M for allowing them to do that. As long as they were peaceful, they let them do it. I guarantee you, had they made a fool of themselves, it would have been shit like nobody's business if you mess up a Texas A&M graduation day. Because holy shit, the amount of money these kids are spending on these classes and degrees to get these degrees, you want that ceremony. You want the pageantry. You want the prestige of walking across that stage and getting that degree. It's not a high school diploma. It's a degree. So we got kids all over America fucking around and finding out about this damn shit. They're trying to occupy places. They're trying to do another summer of love like happened with the George Floyd shit. They're trying to make a Palestinian version of the George Floyd Summer of Love. Guys, this is the writing on the wall. It is an election year. And if another Summer of Love happens because of this Palestinian bullshit, I don't know. Can it happen? Damn right it can happen. Will it happen? I ain't got a magic 8 ball. I can't see in the future. I'm sure they want it to happen. And we've got states like Oregon and California and Washington State that just eat that bullshit up. I mean, they love burning their shit down and begging the government for money to fix their shit back up. That's what happened. Oh, we need a national emergency because we let kids burn our shit down. We need a national emergency because kids were burning down our federal buildings and our state buildings and our law enforcement buildings and shitting on police cars and burning police cars, burning government property. So, Bibi Netanyahu got the biggest brass balls I ever seen in my life. Man does not take shit. You know, I'm gonna give Netanyahu the same kind of balls that we give Putin. There ain't nobody's doubt that Putin ain't got fucking balls the size of freaking blue whales. Netanyahu's got them too. And you know what? Israel may not be a fraction of what Russia is, but fucking A, Israel kicks some ass. They got the technology to do it. So, what happens? The peace accords are failed. America has always been pro-Israel. America and the Allied powers during World War II gave Israel to the Jewish people because they had lost it. That's why they were all over the place in Germany and everywhere else like that. Same shit with the whole Crusades thing. They gave them back their homeland. Okay. So they gave it to them. They took it, and everything is good. America supports Israel. This whole bullshit going on is because our current administration, Biden, Obama, whoever, Hillary Clinton, whoever is pulling the strings on this current immediate administration, is getting rich from China, is getting rich from the Ukraine. Do you not think that the pullout from Afghanistan and the subsequent leaving of all of that military hardware was not a chess move for what's happening right now? And if you don't, you're pretty much not a world player. You really need to go back to playing, Dungeons and Dragons or whatever else you play in. Here's the deal. They knew that Israel was going to be a thing because Trump brought the embassy back to Israel. Prophecy. They needed something to fuck with Israel. Who hates Israel? The Muslims. Who we fought for 20 years? The Muslims. So, what do? First 6 months of the presidency, let's pull our fucking shit out and leave them all of our weapons. Why is that? For you Dungeons and Dragons players, guess what? When you find a cache of shit, what do? You allot it out and you put it on your character. The Taliban was awarded a freaking treasure trove of weapons, munitions, hardware, vehicles, uniforms, money. Money to spend. Yeah. So, where the fuck did all those weapons come from that, BB found in the Gaza Strip underneath that hospital? I guarantee you, if you run all them serial numbers, bitches came from the Afghanistan pullout. Prove me wrong. They didn't have to ship them in. They just drive them in through freaking checkpoints, through the border. Israel's literally surrounded by Muslim states. Like they're going to stop a Muslim running around in trucks full of, shit. They'll take a crate for themselves as a payoff and then send it on down the road. When you got that much shit, you can give, a crate here, a crate there for a payoff. Ain't lying. Where the hell are they getting all this gear? They're getting it from there. They're getting funded from OPEC nations because they're pawns. They're meat fodder. That's all the Taliban is. Meat fodder. One of the shows I love is Hogan's Heroes. One of the generals was getting ready to have a fight, and he was going to order men, and he said, "We will buy time with bodies." That's what they're doing, guys. The Taliban in Palestine are pawns for the real bullshit that's going on behind the scenes. Guys, we've got pipelines being destroyed in Canada. We've got pipelines. We got bridges going down in critical areas. Do you realize that the harbor in Oregon, where that bridge went down, is going to be down for at least 5 years till they can clear enough debris to get a ship back in that harbor? Do you realize it's going to be 5 years before the ships that are currently in that harbor can get out to go get cargo? Ladies, gentlemen, boys, and girls. Children of all ages. If you can't see the writing on the wall, put on your glasses. Open your eyes. The shit's there for everything to see. If Bibi and his 10-ton balls attacks Palestine or goes full balls to the wall against these people, more than likely the protests will become more violent. And we will have another summer of love. Guys, we don't know what's coming through our southern border. And I guarantee you, not all of it is Mexicans wanting to pick cotton or cabbage. Reports are it's Chinese militants, Afghanis, Muslim militants of all shapes and sizes, as well as drug cartels. And guess what? None of them have our best interests at heart, nor do they want to pick cabbage. Let's go, Brandon.